So lately, I've noticed I've been doing a lot more thinking, mostly during the quiet moments alone. These train of thoughts were from one question that actually my therapist asked me. It keeps coming back to me over and over. The question was, Aiden, what do your friends mean to you? And now that I've got you, come and join me while I talk about what my friends mean to me. Going all the way back in the early stages of our lives, I feel like friendships came so easily. You're thrown into the same classrooms, the same neighborhoods, same family circles. Back then, there was no overthinking. Being a kid was awesome. It was the discovery stage of life.
Say your cousin Eli, when he's older.
As you grow older, the changes there. So I read something recently in The Myth of Normal by Gabor Mate. He writes, "We learn about ourselves in the reflection of others, and it's in our connections that we discover who we are." And for me, I guess that actually all began in school. I grew up in Australia.
It's so cute. Hello, Cindy.
And I was lucky enough to have friendships that lasted all the way from school to now. This early adolescent stage of my life were the friendships and I guess my first lessons into real connection. They taught me how to trust, how to share, and how to simply be myself. As I get older, I've realized that we don't talk enough about what it really means to nurture those connections you have with your friends. When I was 13, I met these three, Bailey, and Mitch. For the longest time, I thought friendships were all about showing up and coming in, but over time I've realized it's much deeper than that.
Nah.
So, we've grown up the past 11 years together. And when we were 13, life was very simple back then. The funny thing is, we crossed paths all at different times. I met Mitchell in year 7, I met Bailey in year 10. I was in year 10, and we all actually bonded over the long train ride home that we all used to catch. Back then, all we had to worry about was our timetable and what subjects we had on the day. I guess school was our world. We had a perfect routine, and they weren't just my friends.
Yeah, baby!
They were my compass that navigated me through the chaos of growing up. Looking back, I feel like there's a reason we met when we did. I can't help thinking the timing was random. I think we were always meant to find each other. I get shot. But you know, as you grow older, everyone goes their own pathway. In 2020, I decided to move away from my safety net. I moved for a couple reasons actually. To chase my dreams, to meet new people, and experience the energy in a bigger city. But then this all changed when COVID hit. My routine was actually turned upside down during COVID, but I guess this was the perfect time for solitude and reflection. Through all this though, I feel like my friendships actually became stronger more than ever. Meeting new people in a different state was amazing. During lockdown, I actually picked up skateboarding. It became my escape, and I got really addicted to it. And through it, I found my Melbourne crew. Reese, Colin, and Dill, we actually started all that skating together, and they were all from Indonesia, and we all kind of meshed and turned skating into our creative outlet. In a world that felt so locked away, it gave me a sense of freedom and a reminder that, even in the darkest times, there was always a way to feel alive. The lessons I've learned from my friends have defined my early 20s. They shaped me, guided me, and times broken me, only to help me rebuild stronger than before. Fast forward to 2024, I can say my routine is back, and with it, a renewed sense of connection and meeting new people. I figured out this year that I should surround myself with people who are in my field and my passion. I've always gone against the grain, and the pathway I took to get to where I am now is definitely not the ordinary way. I have a lot of friends who work corporate, and the really cool thing is that when you work corporate, and no matter what industry you're in, you're always surrounded by a team, and your team is always working to make the business better or make clients better. But I feel like in the creator space, it's very, very hard because you're isolated and you're kind of doing it all yourself. Meeting new people feels fresh and exciting again, and I've been connecting with a whole bunch of amazing online friends in the creative community all over the world. Lately, I found myself traveling a lot more often to Sydney actually, not for just work, but to explore and search for that creative community in a different city. I've always admired the creators that are in the US, Europe, and Asia. Their community seems so vibrant, supportive, and inspiring. For a time, I felt like that was something missing here in Australia. Working for a YouTube channel that is known for traveling, I've realized how far Australia is from everything. But recently, I started to realize that maybe I just haven't found my people here yet. This recent Sydney trip was amazing, and this is when things started to shift. So strap in, because I'm about to explain a full circle moment that led me to the creative friends who inspire me to be unapologetically me.
What does BGC stand for?
Bonifacio Global City.
Bonifacio Global City.
Sarah Mickey from my Philippines video, well, wanting it back, she was actually the first wake-up call I didn't know I needed. While talking to Mickey, she mentioned that she had two creative friends that I need to meet in Sydney next. Angus and Jocelyn. Well, thank you for introducing me to these amazing people, Mickey. You weren't wrong. It's amazing when you meet mutual friends. Great people attract great people, and that trip didn't just end there though. It was just the beginning. After connecting with Angus and Jocelyn, I got introduced to a whole chain of creatives in Sydney. This week was chaotic, but in the best way possible.
So I am seeing, there he is, there's Jay. Dude, what's good, my right? Dude, a pleasure. How are you, man?
Good, dude.
Here we
Nice to
are.
meet you.
Dude, we need to get to Pyrmont Bay via Darling Harbour.
So this is Jay, and I found him on my YouTube recommended videos, and now here I am meeting him in Sydney. So I actually had a plan. Hop on a ferry, get to know each other in this short amount of time on this ferry, and then have dinner across the harbour at Haymarket. I think that's a pretty good speed date idea, right?
But yeah, so your page showed up on my gram, and I was like, on my YouTube, sorry.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta meet this guy. I was like, I think the thing that hooked me instantly was your intro.
Yo,
I was
that's
like,
good.
I need to meet this guy, and then I like rabbit holed all your videos, and I thought you were from Brisbane because you did like a
an
Brisbane
apartment.
vlog, but it
Dude,
was
I was
an
there for a
apartment.
day.
Yeah, and I was like, no way, this guy's in Brisbane.
No.
And then I was like, oh, you're actually from NZ.
Yeah, dude.
And you're kind of just like traveling around. So
And I just moved here, start of the year. It's
start of the year, yeah.
Which has gone by super quick. But,
Meeting Jay was one of those moments where the universe aligns perfectly. There's a lot of energy between us, but a lot of really funny signs and reasons why we actually ended up meeting up at this time.
POV.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
I made it.
And I'm Jay.
I definitely want to make a video as well.
So, gonna introduce you all to Jay Park. Little harbour going across Sydney. Little date, yeah, it is a little cute date. Are you missing out? You're missing out right now.
It's okay. I haven't shot like this in
Where your mic, Jay? They knew we were coming to shoot content.
To describe Jay, he's literally a brother from another mother. As I sat across from Jay, I couldn't help to think of something I read in the Law of Attraction. I've been doing a lot of reading recently, but in the Law of Attraction, there's a part that says the universe is always responding to your vibration. Match the energy of the life you want, and the people you need will find you. This was definitely one of those moments where everything just clicked. For weeks I've been thinking about building these deeper relationships with my passion for film, surrounding myself around people who inspire me. Out of nowhere, Jay shows up. Jay, if you're watching this, thank you for showing up and being a part of this exact moment. Maybe it wasn't a coincidence after all. Well, you know what was a coincidence? Me inviting my two close friends, Simon and Jess, because I know their energy and values would align perfectly with Jay's. Well, guess what? I was right.
I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm telling Jay my life story.
Oh, God.
And then I haven't heard his life story yet.
About an hour 45 minutes.
Yeah, you should have saw the golden hour we just got
on the fucking.
I saw the ferry.
We ended up having a nice C&M, having dinner, and I definitely knew I'd see Jay very, very soon.
I'll invite him tomorrow night to our little
Bet,
bro.
bet,
That's
100%.
okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Bro, we were looking at, he was showing us one of your old photos. And it's,
Apparently we look the
no,
same, bro.
it's, I barely want to talk about it. Because like, I reckon if you had that same haircut, this would be game over. Because I have the same glasses as you too.
Yeah, I heard, bro. No way.
It's like, fuck, it looks too similar.
Let's pivot into the real reason why I was in Sydney in the first place. A few weeks ago, Chloe, Simon, Jess and I had a call, and we had this spontaneous plan to visit Sydney and meet some amazing creators. Literally a content trip. Chloe flew from Adelaide and the rest of us flew from Melbourne. In order to do the Carino, I had a little plan. Step 1, meet Sydney creators I've been talking to online. Step 2, introduce them into my creative circle. And finally, step 3, sit back, smile, and wave. Like I totally knew this would work all along. Well, first, here's a little house tour. We stayed in Alexandria. Oh, wait. So I know running around cities is the best way to catch up with people and also see new things. Here are a few of my friends. This is Simon's friend Tony. Wow, the Roger.
Oh, it's good. Good to see you. Oh, pleasure meeting you.
Vlog. For the vlog.
And then finally, I did a nice little Friday run with my friend Leah.
I was like, yeah, after 40K mark, I'm like,
This was starting to feel like one big full circle moment. But again, this was only the start. Day 1 in Sydney kicked off with a bang.
Wait, you got key?
See. My favourite thing in Sydney is actually this. We booked this trip randomly with no rigid plans, just to connect with creators all over Australia and let this trip, I guess, play out however it would. And honestly, this is where the magic happened. I feel like recently I've been working so much and I haven't really treated myself to buying clothes or anything like that. Well, it was near my birthday, and with a bit of courage from my friends, I guess I can say I'm very satisfied. Here's all the stuff I got in the place. I mean, after a pair of shoes like this for a while, I got this cute brown pair from a shop. What was the shop we went to in Newtown? Maple. We went to Snow Peak, which is a Japanese brand. It's kind of cropped, it's very nice. Another pack of white Blake tees, because you can never have enough. I picked up these jeans from a shop called PRD. Paradise, it stands for Paradise, and they're based in Vietnam, out of Saigon. Really, really cool. And then I got this Paradise. I've been wanting a zipper hoodie like this, and it's actually quite cropped. It fits really well on me, which is really good. But they just sit so well on me.
So, how you doing?
That's everything I got in Sydney. So now we're gonna go get dinner tonight. We're excited.
And if you get their limb, then they have to remove it.
So far, stage 1 of my plan was working really well. I met up with a lot of Sydney creators already. but not all of them.
So we're just gonna go to dinner. It's midweek. It's raining here in Sydney, but it's been really hot today. We're going to this place called Fort Bokken. I want in. Thanks.
After dinner, we decided to go to this place called the Jam Bar. It's like a vinyl bar in the center of the city. And yeah, this was good. After that, we explored around, decided to get some ice cream.
Aldi's one's just as good. Some saucy de leche with some pistachio praline.
Hey guys, welcome back today. Today we're trying a breakfast in Canberra. This one is like a vanilla with some jam and some Milo. It's delicious, very Aussie.
I feel like it was time to pivot into stage 2 of my little plan. So, this is Joey, and a friend of Chloe's who actually got introduced to us, and she was driving us around, which was really nice of her. So, I wanted to do a screening of my video, and obviously had to invite Jay, because I knew he'd get along with everyone here. And I guess my plan was off to a pretty good start.
Bro!
All 4 creams.
Here's a fun little fact. As you're watching this video, it is my 25th birthday today. Yeah, I'm turning 25. I think my whole life, all I've ever wanted is an amazing group of friends who support and love me for who I am and I guess what I do. To me, I'm saying this on a very surface level, but it goes much deeper than that. There was a deep sense of comfort for me bringing Jay and Chloe into the circle, meeting Joey, and just seeing it all come together. I feel like such an overwhelming sense of gratitude, and the way I express my feelings is here on this platform.
Alright, here we go. Turn that fan on.
Everyone in.
Turn that
We're
fan
doing a screening of my YouTube video
on.
with
Let's go.
the fucking real ones.
First premiere. We out here.
I spent the whole time watching the emotions on my friends' faces, and personally I couldn't even hold it in. I put a lot of emotion into these videos, and I kind of see it as a visual journal that I can look back on. In this moment, I wanted to give everyone in the room a hug because I just felt so much love and support. I felt safe and I felt seen. It's beautiful how a single moment can transform your whole year. So all the way from the start, meeting Nikki obviously led me to meet Jocelyn, Andy, Angus and Phoebe. Through my friend Hattie, I met Chloe, and then the chain interlinked. I met Jay, and then I introduced him to Simon, Jess, Jocelyn. I think it's just insane how we've all come together. As someone who always sees joy in seeing others happy, this is the first time in a long time I felt genuinely happy for myself. Recently, I came across a quote that really stuck with me. The internal work you've been doing is reflected outside of you. It's very simple, but this night, I felt like everything I've been working on within myself, my growth, my intentions, my openness, it was just all coming back in forms of love this night. So, now I want to turn this question over to you. You listening, wherever you are in the world. How are you feeling about your current friendships, and what do they mean to you? As I reflect on all this, I keep coming back to that one question my therapist asked me. What do your friends mean to you, Aiden? At the time, I didn't have a clear answer because all I wanted to do was just love and give everything to my friends. But now, After everything, the connections, the laughter, the full circle moments, I think I'm actually starting to figure it out at the age of 25. I'm going to try to simplify my thoughts on friendships. So, friendships to me are more than just people you hang out with. They're mirrors that reflect who you are. They're safety nets when life feels heavy, and they're the spark that keeps you going. But here's the thing, I've also noticed that making friends as an adult isn't easy. It takes effort, vulnerability, and willingness to just show up, not just for them, but for yourself. I have so many different groups of friends, but each of these play a unique role into shaping who we are. You have your old friends, the one that's been with us since the beginning, and they've seen us at our best and at our worst, and somehow they're still here. We often take them for granted, assuming they'll always be around, but even when they're not with you, their presence is always there. Then we have new friends, the one that brings fresh energy into our lives. They see us for who we are now, not for who we used to be. And finally, soul friends. It's my personal favorite. The ones who feel like they've been a part of your journey for long, but you've never even met them. One of my favorite A24 films, Past Lives, is a term in Korean called In-young. It means a connection that transcends time, almost as if you knew each other in a past life. These soul friends don't come around often, but when they do, it's like the universe is reminding you that these bonds are meant to be. Now, let's talk about showing up. Phoebe, we're about to surprise you. You should be very proud of what you've done at Finders Keepers Design Market. Wait for her. For the strike. Sing! Get that one. Well, first of all, I need to introduce you all to Sky. We're on YouTube, and together we're going to show you the importance of showing up for your friends. We're going.
What's up? Welcome back. What the heck?
A couple months ago, I met Phoebe through Jocelyn, and she mentioned that she was having a stall at a market in Sydney. I know how much work gets poured into these, the long hours of creativity, the dedication, so I thought it's the bare minimum we could do. I guess to show up and support her. Showing up can be as easy as being there, cheering someone on, or even acknowledging their efforts. It's a way of saying, I see you, and I'm proud of what you're doing. I'm very proud of you, Phoebe. But showing up isn't always physically being there. It's about showing up emotionally, mentally, and energetically. It's supporting your friends when they're thriving and when they're struggling.
Way to do it.
Opposite
but like,
way, yeah.
it means I've got this like all this pacing now that I can kind of like figure out. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I haven't got my fucking stride.
Oh, come on, Sky. God damn it.
It's celebrating their wins and holding a space for their losses. Because at the end of the day, showing up is one of the most powerful ways to say, I care about you.
See you, Sky. See ya.
So much I don't know.
I find it hard to articulate my words, both on paper and sometimes in person. But recently I've found my purpose again through making videos like this. My friends have been showing up for me, they've been so supportive, and I guess I wanted to create this video. My friends. So yeah, we go on to this outlook, which is the most beautiful thing in the world. What I've learned is that every friend, whether they're from your past, present, or your soul path, they always leave a mark. They'll teach you something, and even if it's the value of showing up, or I guess the importance of letting go. So, what my friends mean to me?
If it were up to me.
Everything. They're my mirrors, reflecting the best and worst parts of me, helping me grow and reminding me what love looks like. But this small trip taught me something else. Friendships isn't about them being there for me. It was also about me being there for myself.
I'd follow you anywhere that this world takes you, to wherever you're at.
My friends back home taught me what it means to show up, even when it's inconvenient. Love and friendships isn't just about being there for the big moments. It's the smaller, quiet ones that matter the most. It's texting someone out of the blue, sharing a stupid meme, or just saying, "Hey, I was thinking about you." Solitude and friendships go hand in hand, and to truly connect with others, you have to know yourself first. And for that, sometimes you just need a little time alone. Lately, I've been trying to love myself, not through what others give me, but by being there for myself in the same way I'd be there for others. My recent friendships remind me of what love can look like.
To happen.
100%.
And your energy is a national treasure.
So,
I can give you a hug.
Come here, mate.
Fuck, mate. I miss you, bro. Been going through the ringer. No. Solitude isn't about being lonely. It's about learning to be comfortable in your own company. So I guess the final question that my therapist asked me what my friends mean to me. As for me, I'm learning to embrace the quiet moments because they'll show me the kind of love I've been searching for all along. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. And happy birthday, Aiden.